All right, we gotta talk about how doing the shit we know we need to do completely changes our lives. Which is to say, there's a whisper going on inside of you that's saying, if you did these things, you would feel better. I know for me, it's like daily meditation, daily fucking exercise, daily stretching, daily movement in the world. Ride your bicycle, ride your skateboard, run through the fucking woods, do something fast. The cornerstone for me is the meditation. And I suspect for each of us, it's different depending on where it is we want to go and what we want out of this life. I really want to know and experience myself as the totality consciousness. We're all one consciousness. There's only one consciousness. There's only one mind. That one mind is fragmented and individualized itself into all these fucking people and everything. And we have access to that mind, and we have the ability to tap into it and to experience ourselves as that mind. And I fucking want that more than anything, dude. Which, okay, I say that, but my actions don't reflect that intention, right? Because I have the propensity to chill. My default state is to do things that will keep me from that experience. So while, yeah, I want that, but like, how bad do you want it? Do you want it more than you want to fucking smoke weed and eat cheesy pretzels and watch stupid shows? Well, I mean, yeah, I do eventually, but today, I don't know. I'm gonna chill and smoke some weed and eat these cheesy pretzels and watch these shows. That was the program running for me for fucking years. And I'm proud to say that this year has been a change. Starting on like January 6th, I haven't smoked any weed. And I stopped watching shows at night, and I stopped like laying in my bed snacking, doing all those things. That was the pattern every night. It was fucking smoke weed, eat snacks, watch shows, laying in bed, fall asleep with the screen on. And years, bro, years. That's why for me, I know for a fact that that's why I lived in stagnation for so long and am still living in the momentum of that stagnation, because I spent so much time fucking chilling instead of pursuing something, creating something, contributing something useful to the world, you know, being helpful to people. Fuck, man. And all the while, the voice was back there whispering, hey man, if you like turned off the show and maybe you didn't eat the snacks and didn't smoke the weed, you'd probably get pretty clear-headed. And if you did some meditation instead, then you would connect with the wholeness that you really are. And that would fill you with fulfillment, meaning, connection, wholeness. And that void you're trying to fill with all these snacks and all this weed and this distraction would be filled by the thing that actually fills the void, the thing that you're actually searching for, that peace and presence of your true self, your whole self, that divinity within you that you really are. That part of you that existed before you were born and will exist after you die. The eternal part of you. The thing that is animating your consciousness. You can connect with that and you can experience yourself as that. And it's what I really wanted. It's what I have really wanted all of my life. And I suspect it's like that for all of us. I'm reluctant to say it is, because who's to say what is anything for everyone? Like, that's a little arrogant. Though we're all trying to fill our void, right? We're all searching for something to fill that emptiness inside of us. And I can't imagine that that emptiness isn't the presence of God for everybody, because we're all that divinity. Like, nobody is separate from it. No one is so special to be separate from the infinite divinity that exists everywhere in all things forever. Like, it's just the inherent way it is. We all spring from this. We think we're separate from it, so we long for it. And I kind of think our eternal life and this whole fucking coming back over and over again, doing this however long it takes, is for that pursuit. It's for the pleasure of experiencing all this cool shit that goes on in the physical world, and for the ultimate, I won't say goal, I'll say and not even end point, but just the next plateau is us experiencing our own divinity and living from that place and beginning to create and live in three-dimensional reality from that perspective, from that awareness of being the infinite presence. You know, living in that state, there is so much peace and there's so much wholeness that it makes the life experience way better. So I do believe that that is our pursuit and kind of the call within. And fuck, man, the more that I listen to the voice that's calling me in that direction and do the things that I know that will lead me there, the more whole that I feel, the more peace that I feel, the less shit I talk about myself. My brain is in a way better place. My mental state is in a way better place because I'm not talking shit about myself, because I did the things that the intuitive voice is telling me to do. And I didn't do the things that the intuitive voice has been recommending I don't do. You know, it was never like, oh, you shouldn't do this, like that's bad. It's not about bad, it's about where the fuck do you want to go? If you want to go towards your own divinity, these things aren't there. Like, we don't smoke weed as the wholeness of the presence of God, which is to say, we don't try to fill a bottomless pit of the void within us by consuming things, entertainment-wise or food-wise or altering consciousness-wise or any of that stuff. We fill that void with knowing and using that knowing to experience more of ourselves. Because it's one thing to know like, oh, cool, man, everything's unified. It's all one divine consciousness. Yeah, sick, God's in everything, God's in me, yeah, whatever. But dog, experience that shit. Experience that aspect of yourself. That's where the wholeness comes from. That's why when I do the fucking meditations every day and I connect with that fucking wholeness, dude, I'm so filled with that presence, bro. Like, I cannot even tell you, dude. It's so sick. And it's fleeting, right? It's temporary. It only lasts sometimes for a sec, or maybe it lasts for like the whole meditation. I'm in there for like an hour. And maybe of that hour, if I can get 10 minutes of like blissed out wholeness, dude, I'm stoking. Like, that was amazing. Sometimes it's fucking hard to get there in that whole period of time. And I've worked my way up to be able to like sit there for that long and want to be there and enjoy it. And it's not every day that I feel blasted and expanded into the wholeness. Some days I slip into it real quick and I am able to kind of stay there for longer. My I'll say like 3D self or whatever, my conscious self, it's always, my real life is always trying to pull me back into here while I'm doing my best to put my attention on like infinite expanse and divinity and all that shit. We could talk more about that another time. The aspect of myself that I know to be true with my eyes open out there, the person I've been my whole life, is always calling me back to all my problems and all the ways in which I suck and like the things I don't like about my life and all this stuff. That chatter's always present. And sometimes it's easier to just like ignore that and bring it back to like the wholeness and the divinity. And the more that I connect with that and practice that, the more that it fills me up, dude. I'm fucking telling you guys, like, the pursuit is worth it, because on the other side of it is feeling more peace in my waking life, feeling more contentment in my waking life. Dude, I live with so much peace and contentment and detachment when I'm doing this practice every day. Like, gnarly shit that's going on in my life that would have me in a fucking puddle on the floor, just like incapacitated, is so manageable and so like accepted and understood. And I won't say easy to work through, but just navigatable. Like, I can handle this. I can do these things. I can rise above these challenges. And the obstacles in my path, the things that I need to overcome to get to where I'm trying to go, all seem more achievable. You know, pursuing the things I need to pursue to achieve my goals. Like, all these things feel more achievable. And I am more inclined to make good choices that will get me to the outcomes I want. That's the fucking reward, dude. That's why I need to sit and do this meditation every day, you know? And then I need to do the stretching every day so that I can use my body forever and skate forever and like do backflips and stuff. Like, I have to do that stretching so that I feel loose and limber and free. And then I have to work my body out and do like weight training exercises and body weight exercises and stuff so that I feel strong and virile and capable and like, you know, have my body looking cool how I want it to look and not fucking pile out. Cause I got close, dude. I got close to piling out for a little bit there and I was like, We gotta turn this boat around and listen to the voice that's like, okay, man, I mean, if you wanna use your body forever, if you wanna skate forever, you gotta do these things. I'm like, oh yeah. I don't wanna do this stuff. Every day I wanna just open my eyes and pick up my phone and scroll through bullshit and be distracted. Like that is my, I won't say natural inclination, but it is my programmed and practiced inclination. And we're just the result of what we practice. And the more that I practice this other good shit, the more that I crave that. I'm sure you guys have had the experience where you like start doing something good for you and you stack enough days back to back to back to back that that's what you want to be doing. You look forward to that activity. And that's where I've gotten lately is like, I look forward to this shit, dude. I want to connect in the meditation. Like I want to spend that fucking hour sitting there. And I want to do it at night before I go to bed too, because I want more of that wholeness. And I know for me, I need to sandwich my day with that so that I can get the most benefit out of it and have it affect my life in the most tangible way. If just doing it in the morning, by the time like the day's over, I'm all distracted. I'm back in my regular programming of talking shit about myself and living in stagnation and like leaning into depression and just like all the ways in which I suck and dragging myself down. So I got to get back into that wholeness. And then those expanded feelings come back. And the more that we do this over and over, the more that we reprogram our brain and bodies to make that state of being our default state of being. And that's the fucking crucial component to all this, is doing it every day without missing a day. It rewires your physiology, dude. It rewires your brain and it rewires your body to be programmed into a new state of being. We're programmable machines, and we program ourselves through our habitual thinking and feeling patterns. We get lost in thinking and feeling loops, and to create a new life, a new world, we have to create a new thinking and feeling loop, and it's super fucking hard to do that. The most effective way I've found to do it is to nip the old loop by creating a new loop by getting into this fucking meditation practice, you know? The operating system of our brain and body is in that deep, relaxed state. And if we want to affect that operating system, we have to get into a deep, relaxed state and program it with what we want. And we have to do that over and over again for like a month, a year, 5 years. We don't know. It'll take as long as it takes. You have to do it every single day until the change happens. And the reward is in the moment though. Like you feel better right away, and then you don't, and then you get back into it, and then you do, and then you slip out of it, and then you do it again, and you get back into it. And it's that cycle for a while. But I will say the good feeling gets longer and longer the more days you stack. So that's the fucking gift. Try it out, dudes, babies. Love you guys. Be well. Peace in. Peace out.